back to another video, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jasmine and I make faith and lifestyle videos. I make bookish videos and little cozy vlogs and routines, and I also share my testimony and the goodness of God in my health journey. I live with multiple chronic illnesses and health conditions, and I just share my journey with that and how God helps me through that and his goodness through that, and I just share my testimony. So if you're new here and you relate to all of that kind of stuff, you like that kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe down below. I would love to have you here on my channel. And yeah, let's just get on with today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 6 books that strengthened my relationship with God. And as you know from my channel and my previous videos, I absolutely love reading. I'm a huge bookworm. I have filmed lots of different book videos on this channel and plan to film so much more. If you know anything about me, I absolutely, as you know, love Jesus, and I also love reading. I love reading so much. I read fantasy, romance, thriller, all of that kind of stuff. I love to read Christian fiction. I love to read like low spice to no spice, nice reads. I'm a huge reader. As much as I love reading my fiction books and things like that, I also love to read like devotional style Christian books and like teaching style books, and those are the ones I'm going to be sharing today. However, I only actually have 4 of the physical copies of these, so I'm going to be sharing 6 books, but I only have 4 of them. So I will also like screenshot pictures here of the ones that I don't have, so that you can see what the cover looks like and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we did give we had loads and loads of books on our bookshelf downstairs where we keep all of our like Christian teaching and devotional books, and we gave a lot of them away because we just read them a lot. Like I've read them so many times over and over, and then I was like, okay, well, yeah, we can just. So yeah, I don't actually have the physical copies because we did give those away. However, I do have 4 of them here, so I will talk about those. And yeah, I think it's so important to read Christian style like teaching and devotional books because they really do bring us close to God and they strengthen our relationship with him, as they have done for me. And they also bring us so much like wisdom and more knowledge, you know, in the Bible and in the Lord and things like that. So yeah, I really wanted to share how these strengthened me, and yeah, just share them with you because I know that a lot of people love to read. As I've spoken to my friends multiple times, they're always reading devotionals or like little teaching books and things like that. So I wanted to share 6 that have really, really helped me because I know that a lot of people out there always want really good book recommendations, you know, not just fiction like what I read, but also like teaching style books and devotional books, ones that help them grow closer to God. So yeah, I'm going to share those with you today. So yeah, as I said, these are books that I've read when I come into my quiet time with the Lord, when I have my quiet time with him in the morning or whatever time of day I'm doing it in, and ones that have just taught me so much and really helped me in the knowledge of the Bible, knowledge of the Lord, and have just really, really like spoken to me and helped me. So the first one that I want to talk about, I'll actually talk about the ones that I've actually got with me, just so then I am keeping on track. So the first one is Secrets of the Secret Place by Bob Sorge. I'll hold this up so you can screenshot it if you want to, anything like that. Excuse my broken nail there. And yeah, I absolutely loved this book. It was just so, so beautiful. And it was basically a book on keys to igniting your personal time with God and all about the quiet place, the secret place, which is where you go and meet with God in your quiet time. And it sort of helps you to kind of ignite, I guess, your intimacy with Jesus, for the fuel the fire of your personal prayer life and increase your momentum of hearing and obeying God. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful book. So it kind of gives you like chapter of a day. Obviously, I think there's, yeah, I don't know how many chapters. It won't let me turn to the page. So there's about like 50 chapters in this, but there's all different parts. So there's like part 1, part 2, 3 and 4. And for example, there's so many like different parts to it. So part one is about accepting the great invitation, and that is obviously coming to God. And it's like the secret of refuge, the secret of sowing, the secret of radical obedience, the secret of listening. Part two is about making it work, and about meditating and journaling and really getting into how to make that quiet time work. The secret of the morning, getting dressed, and that'll be getting dressed in the Lord, putting on Christ, that kind of thing. And yeah, basically, it's just a really, really beautiful book to just really develop and help you in your quiet time with God, meeting with God in a secret place. And it's just a really beautiful, beautiful book. I loved reading this, like a little chapter each day. I loved, as you can see, I've highlighted a lot in it and put the post-it notes in there. And yeah, it's a really, really beautiful book. And yeah, I absolutely loved this. And as you can see, I've learned so much from that. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this one if you really want to get more into your quiet time with God and really ignite that time with Him in the secret place. And yeah, just kind of go deeper, I guess. So yeah, this is my first recommendation. My next one, and I don't actually have like the front dust cover for this, but this is The Lord of Psalm 23, and this is by, I don't know actually, because I've not got the front cover and I've got it upside down. Right, it should say in the front of this book. It's by David Gibson. So this basically, I love this book. I saw someone reading this book on their Instagram story, and then I went right on Amazon and bought it because I was like, not only is this a beautiful book with a beautiful cover, it sounds right up my street. So yeah, it's basically, it goes deeper and really delves into the Psalm of Psalm 23 and teaches you about it, what each verse and part of it means, and yeah, like what the overall meaning of it is. So like each chapter will be like different parts of the verse. So for example, like who He is, what He provides, where He leads, how He leads, where He is, what He holds, how He welcomes, what He sends. And yeah, like I said, it's just a really beautiful insight into Psalm 23 to help you go into it deeper, to help you know it better. And yeah, it's a really, really beautiful take on it. And Psalm 23, for me and for us as a family, has just been such a profound and impactful and encouraging verse through all that I face and that I still face. So that is why I picked up this book. And yeah, I would fully recommend it. Obviously, it's missing the front cover. I will pop a picture up of what it looks like so that you can, screenshot that and go and get it. But I just took the cover off because I was displaying this on my desk. But yeah, it's just an amazing book. Like as soon as I read this, I was like, wow, this is incredible. And also my mum bought the book at the same time as me because she wanted it too, and we both loved it so much. And I've also bought my friend, I think it was for Christmas, a copy of this book, and she loved it too. So the next book number 3, yes, number 3, is Having a Mary Spirit, and this is by Joanna Weaver. I've just recently finished this book, literally last week, and it was incredible. I absolutely loved it, and it's about kind of how to reflect Christ in every word and action that we take. And it's obviously, you've all heard the verse, the Bible story, of Mary and Martha, when Jesus comes to their home and Martha is rushing around in the kitchen trying to get prepared, and she's like, nobody's helping me, Jesus. But then Jesus tells her the one thing that you're missing out on is sitting at my feet and sitting with me. And it's about that, how to have a Mary spirit in a Martha world amidst all the busyness and the rush of life and the things that we get caught up with. It's about how to just sit at Jesus's feet and how to, oh sorry, it's not the microphone, and how to just like really rest and sit with Him, and just to have that beautiful like Mary spirit of just being with Jesus and just, saying, Lord, whatever it takes, make me like you. And it's about, how to clothe yourself with Christ, how to, guard your mind with Him, how to dress yourself with Him, how to be like Him, how to have a willing spirit, and all of that kind of stuff. And it was just beautiful. I gained so much from this and got so much teaching from this. She does have another book called, which I do want to get, Having a Merry Heart in a Martha World. And obviously this is the spirit one, but I've been wanting to read this for so long. I kept seeing it on our shelf and I was finally like, right, now is the time to read it, and I'm so glad I did. It's beautiful. So yes, I would fully recommend this book. I'll hold it up again so that you can screenshot that if you want to. But yeah, it's a beautiful book and it's not that long, and it's got like teachings and questions at the back so that you can on each chapter it then has like questions and teachings on it so that you can really go deeper into the book and not just read it, but then like go deeper, write down your thoughts on it, write down and answer the questions. And yeah, it's a really great book. Okay, now on to 4. This was one of my favorites that I read last year. This is The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. Again, this is just an amazing book. I actually am going to read this again because I loved it so much. I just thought it was such a good and an amazing teaching book. And so yeah, Rick Warren is a really great pastor and writer. I've not actually read any of his other books yet, but I definitely will. And it's basically a blueprint for Christian living in the 21st century. And it's about like the purpose that God has for us, and knowing God's purpose that He has created for us. We may question like what are we here for? What are we on this earth for? And it's just about what the purpose of what the Lord's purpose is for each of us. And it's a teaching on that, and it's really great. So, for example, one of the chapters is becoming best friends with God. That's another purpose that He has for us to have a relationship with Him, for us to become so close to Him, and become best friends with Him. He is our Father, and that is His purpose. And it says purpose 1, you were planned for God's pleasure. That's the purpose. For He has planted them like strong, graceful oaks for His own glory, as it says in Isaiah 61:3. Another one, for example, we were created to worship and bring worship that pleases God. And it says, love the Lord God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind, and all your strength. So yeah, basically just filled with different things that teach us about the purpose of God. The next book is called God Speaks Your Love Language, which I will put here. Yeah, God Speaks Your Love Language by Gary Chapman. I'm just going to read my notes that I've got here on my iPad because I don't have a physical book with me, and it's easier for me to just read it off so that I make sense in what I'm saying. Otherwise, I will not. So basically, God Speaks Your Love Language is basically about the idea that God communicates His love to people in personal ways, and like people receive love differently in relationships. So He takes you on that 5 love languages concept and applies it to our relationship with God. And it's already, the core message that I got from it is that God already loves us so deeply. He speaks that love through different experiences, people, scripture, worship, service, peace, conviction, and everyday moments. And then the more that we understand that and how we personally connect with God, the easier it becomes to recognize His presence and grow spiritually. And it helps us to recognize other people's love language and understand that, and how we can like work with that. And yeah. And it's about, basically it's about learning how God personally communicates His love to us. And He connects the idea of love languages to faith and shows that growing close to God isn't just about religion, it's about relationship, connection, and recognizing the ways that God is already speaking to us through that, and understanding each love language, how it works for the people. And yeah, it's a really great book, and I found it so insightful and really good. Finally, the last book that I have, which I will put here, is The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. I absolutely loved this book. I thought it was great. Again, kind of similar to the Mary one, about the Mary Spirit one, and it was about how to stay emotionally healthy and spiritually alive in the chaos of the modern world. How to just stop hurrying and just be present with the Lord and be present with Jesus and sit at His feet. And yeah, I thought it was a really beautiful and great book. Really good teaching. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Excuse me for looking at my iPad. I've just got my notes on about what to say about the book because I don't have it with me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it's just about kind of like slowing down, present, like in the moment. And yeah, it was a really, really great teaching. And I think he is a fabulous teacher, preacher, and writer. I would recommend any of his books and any of his teachings because he's really, really great. So those are all the books. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the recommendations. Um, and I really hope that if you do read these books, that they will bring you wisdom, that they will bring you encouragement, that the Lord will speak to you, and that you will grow closer to God from reading those. I'm going to do some more videos like this where I speak about different books because there's so many more that I want to speak about that really, really helped me. And yeah, I hope that you have a blessed week, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.